Someone told me to get the PS5 a while back ago when I did. This is after 2020. Remember when in 2020 getting the PS5 was one of the most difficult things imaginable? Like I remember when COVID just happened or the panoramic. That was the craziest thing just trying to get a PS5 because getting the consoles was just unlikely. You would have to know somebody and you would have to go to the far extent of just getting the damn thing. And the thing was, I mean, around the time, regular price, it wasn't too expensive. And so I held off on getting a PlayStation 5 for the longest, and a lot of people did. A lot of people didn't want to get the PlayStation because they still had their old consoles around the same time, 2019 and 2020. I still was playing my Xbox One for the longest, and I was like, nah, maybe I should get this thing. Maybe I shouldn't. And for years, I held off on it. I really did. I just pushed it off to the side and really didn't game as much as I once did. And years down the line, your boy got your financial. He got his financial aid check, and I was like, okay, let me just see what this is about. So this was about like 2 years ago, 2024, like around Black Friday. And someone told me to get this thing, get the PlayStation 5. I got the disc version. I didn't want to get the digital, even though most of the games I buy are digital. And so I was like, yeah, let me go get this thing. And so I was like, bet. So I got this thing, and I was like, okay. I bought it. I remember getting me Black Ops 6 at the time it came out, and then I got Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball. That was a fighting game, and I got Spider-Man. I think it was Sparking Zero that got me the game, that wanted me to get the PlayStation, because I ain't gonna lie, on Xbox was kind of lacking for the longest. I mean, other than the Master Chief Collection, there really wasn't much to really play on here. It was just the boringest thing I've ever had, and there was no games or any exclusives and stuff like that you could really play. Now, over through the years, they had interesting stuff like, oh, I don't know, like you can play like backwards compatibility, but it was decent amount. It wasn't like all the games you wanted to play. Like I couldn't go playing like Dragon Ball, Raging Blast, one or two, or I remember you can replay like the Call of Duty games and stuff like that, or like your favorite Xbox games. You might as well go on a PC and go on Steam and go play that. And that's exactly what I did. That's why years later I went on Steam, because I wanted to play those 360 games, in the same height and a console and stuff like that. Because I grew up with that, man. I was a 360 era. But what does all have to do with the PlayStation 5? Well, I got to tell you, I was super lucky of getting the PlayStation 5 when I first did, because it's like stuff was going up in value. Now hearing about it being over $700 for the standard, and then and the disc, or no, the digital, and then over 800 going to 900, almost close to $1,000 for the pro version, $1,000 for a pro version. You must be out of your mind. And I'm so glad I got this thing, because they got GTA 6 dropping this year, and we got Wolverine dropping this year. And the same year, next to the price increase in the graphics card and AI and all this stuff, like the high on demand. And it's one of those things where I was very fortunate with the timing, and pretty sure a lot of people were too when they got this thing, because as we're recording this, it is March 30th, and April 1st, that's when they're going to start doing that goofy shit where they're going to bump up the prices. We got to bump up the prices. Maybe that. So they're going to bump up the prices, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be hell of expensive. Like, imagine just trying to get like Wolverine. You're going to spend close to $1,000, or GTA 6, because I don't even know how much GTA 6 is going to cost. Like, it's going to probably be over $1,000 just to get the game, and you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta pay for all this just for this damn game. That's it. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just damn. You kind of choose to purchase something now. Like just trying to have fun is more and more expensive today in today's world and economy and stuff. And I do think the PlayStation, unfortunately, because of the AI and graphics cards making a big deal in gaming, I didn't think, because each year gaming had its ups and downs. This shit is ridiculous. Because I remember in the 2010s, the mid to late 2010s, maybe primarily the mid 2010s, when microtransactions came out. Remember when microtransactions came out, and that was like a big freaking deal? Everybody hated it. I hated it too. I remember it came out like supply drops and Black Ops 3. That was like the first time I've seen like you had to pay for something. It was like a gimmick that was ingrained into the game you were playing, and there was no way to escape it. Like you would have to, oh, like I gotta purchase this so I can access other parts of the game. Yeah, you do. And before you just play the game, and it was optional too. And you can easily get around it, but that shit was like integral to the game. So it was like you couldn't really get around it. Like you was stuck with it. It's like, oh shit, I gotta pay for this shit. I don't feel like doing all this. And we had that shit for years. I'm pretty sure y'all remember the 2020s. I mean, not the 2010s going into the 2020s. We was stuck on microtransactions, and that shit affected gaming as a whole. Gamers were pissed. I really wasn't messing with it too, because it requires you to put so much time into something, and to get something like you're not even guaranteed to get out of. And that's in life. Like, why would you want to put hours into something just to get the little result of it? That's like, I ain't gonna do all that shit. That's discouraging as shit. Fuck, I'm like, if I put my all into something, if I put the work and the hours, I better be getting my return on investment. And that's how it was with older games, where you play the game and everything came back out. So that's how it was for that time period. I remember it being really bad. And I would say this, like, this generation now, we have AI, and AI is going to be taking over gaming and stuff, because they're going to find it's like it's like a gimmick to make more money, if you kind of like see it in that standpoint. Because microtransactions, players put in a certain amount for skins, maps, certain weapons and attachments and stuff, and whatever, emotes. This AI, we're going to make the game look more sparkly and more pretty, adding more experience to the players. That's what the developers think. They're adding more experience to the players, but in actuality, the players aren't really messing with it. They just want to play the game, and now you've just made it a lot more difficult to play, for them to play the game. And so they're not really messing with it. And I'm on the same boat, because, I mean, I've seen a lot of the AI that's been out there, and it looks like a complete mess. It's just not. It ruins the direction of the art direction. It just doesn't look right. Like, we've seen, it looks like a Sora game, like the Sora app, which they're gonna close. Because the Sora app, what they did with AI, it literally got your game like GTA. You see, remember those? I'm pretty sure you guys seen those compilations. You would have GTA, and it will have San Andreas, and you'll see a realistic version of CJ. And you have the skins, it'll change the backgrounds, and it's pretty much the same shit. So, and it's like, it's like a parody off of, or it's not even a parody, but like an AI off of it. So, you're not really gonna take it too seriously. Like, it's a what if, but for graphics wise, no. And it doesn't even look right too. A lot of the stuff that I've been seeing, like especially with the Resident Evil stuff, like hell, it doesn't even look right. A lot of the stuff has been like, damn, like this is the best we can do. And it's just the technology really isn't there yet. I mean, unless it's there to enhance and the graphics, where it's like it's subtle. If it's subtly put in there where it's believable, like backgrounds, but not. It's like something that it's not too close where it looks too realistic and too off. Because with graphics and AI is trying to imitate something, and sometimes it can't really replicate well with the facial expressions and the emotions. And AI now is as impressive and realism as it was before. It's still not there, because expressions are off. They're very off. You see, when animators do like rigging and stuff like that for the animation, the animation actually looks believable, because it's the person sequencing everything and putting stuff together, making it look believable. So even if it may come off as overacting or goofy, it is intentional. AI is just guessing of what the look is going to look like, what the character is looking like, and how it is expressing itself. So it's going to look off. And I've seen comparisons, especially with the RTX doing the Resident Evil 9 AI a filter or whatever, and I'm like, this shit, we're gonna be paying this much for that? Hell no. And unfortunately, like with the PlayStation, that's been a big thing. And AI has been really taking over and stuff like that. This is a really weird time for gaming. Really weird time for gaming. I'm not gonna lie. like gaming now is just, you got Xbox games on PlayStation, and then you got PlayStation on damn near dominating or like boosting up the prices and stuff. And it's just all kind of weird stuff going on. And then the console wars, Nintendo being kind of a shady company now. It's just like, what in the hell is going on? It's like conspiracy theories behind this shit. Like it's like history. Like the like World War II. Like we're divided. You have the Axis allies, and then you'd have the opposing enemies and stuff like that. And they're all going against you with different regions, going against the factions, all going against each other. It's a world war right now with gaming. So I do think that primarily it's going to get worse before it gets better. But if they're going to change on the price, I'm pretty sure they will, because gamers are not going to be paying that much for it. If they're going to speak up, and I've seen a lot of people, even though I'm a small little channel, very small, with my little one subscriber or a couple views, I barely get views. Boo-hoo. We're speaking up, and I'm a gamer, so hopefully this gets out there. Y'all hear the message. Don't let this gaming go to vain. Thank you guys for listening. You guys take care, and peace.